What's up, YouTube? This is a first. We're doing a reader review. I got my friend Eric, who's an experienced homebrewer and beer drinker, and Rich from South Dakota has sent me 3 beers. We're going to do 2 of them tonight. He's interested in some feedback, and you can enter contests, or you can just send them to me, and we'll do some feedback.
We're obliged, much obliged.
Yeah, so we'll give it a try. This is a blonde ale that he did. I don't know when he did it, but it was about 1040 gravity. The carbonation level, just from opening the cap, sounded nice. It sounded like it wasn't over-carbonated, which is always good. He thinks this one is tasting pretty good right about now. The carbonation looks good. I poured it straight in there, but it's not over-carbonated. It's nicely carbonated.
Kind of a straw color there.
Yeah, it looks color. You know, my glasses maybe are... I think if bubbles are clinging to the side, I mean, they are clean, but I don't know if that means that they're not as clean.
Mine's alright. Mine's not too bad.
No, but like these bubbles,
yeah.
I'm not really sure. I don't know if I mentioned, but both of these are all grain, or all 3 of them that he sent me are all grain. Now, this is only a 2nd batch ever, and that one is the 3rd batch ever.
Smells pretty clean.
Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of really definitive aromas, but we'll give it a taste, and then maybe the aromas will come into focus. Oh, it tastes pretty clean.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, I mean, that was one sort of concern I had was, would it be difficult to say anything good about a beer that was maybe had some problems, but it tastes clean. It's a light ale in kind of in color and in flavor. The color I like. I personally actually sometimes really like making lighter colors, just because it's easy to make darker or browns or whatever, and it's fun to see how light you can make them. So I bet you didn't have too many specialty malts in there. I bet it's pretty much just base malt from the looking at it. But it tastes...
it's refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good... it would have been good at about 2 o'clock today when it was humid, about 75 degrees. And
it's a little on the sweet side as far as... if you're talking about a lot of the hoppy bitter beers that we drink, but it's not unbalanced. I mean, there's a little bit of hops there. I suppose it was maybe like about an ounce of bittering hops in a 1040 beer, but yeah, there's nothing.
Refreshing, clean.
You did a good job,
yeah,
Rich.
Cheers, thanks, Rich.
Yeah, thanks for sending this one, and I got all 3 of yours, but one of them was not quite. You said it was not carbonated, so we'll hold off on that. Well, we'll just finish this up, and then we'll move on to the next one when we're ready. Alright, we're going to go for the 2nd one here, which is double IPA. I was going to wrap up with a couple more thoughts on the blonde ale. We drank the rest of it. We agreed. It tastes perfect. I mean, there's no flaws. I was going to make one suggestion, and that is... I noticed that you just used just a Saf ale. Okay, so this one might be a little bit more carbonated. Sorry about that. I gotta probably give you some more. You want to drink a little bit of the foam down? If you wanted to, you could use a liquid yeast, and the foam tastes good.
Mm-hmm.
The foam tastes familiar, actually. And if you were to use a liquid yeast, it would give that beer that's really sort of a simple malt and hop, recipe. It would give it a little bit more complexity, or give it a little bit more interesting flavor. It's perfectly fine as it is, but that's just an idea. There's a recipe for a Potter's beer from Northern Brewer that basically is probably a real similar recipe to what that one is, but with a Belgian yeast. So you end up with a sort of light, clean ale with just a little bit of a Belgian flavor, and that would be something. That would be an example of something that you could do.
Yeah,
otherwise, it was good.
That new brewery that's opening up that's going to be one of
their... Yeah, there's a new brewery in Minnesota.
Poor Decisions.
Poor Decisions Brewing. That is one of their 2 starting beers is going to be like a 6% alcohol Potter's beer. And the other one's going to be 2.8% alcohol. Nice. Scottish ale. So that'll be great to have those guys. So this one, double IPA, Hophead double IPA kit from Midwest. Aiming for 1070 and 1074, thinks that you got around 1062 to 1065. He's not sure. Basically, he said that he thinks that this beer is not any longer at its peak. And I know what that's like with a real hoppy double IPA like this, because I mean I've made one too, and they do change
rapidly too.
They do change. Yeah. I like this color. It's a very nice, clear, light amber color. It's a nice color for an IPA. The foam tasted good. It has really good. It's going to have really good head retention with all the hops in there. And like I said, the foam tasted good. So hopefully the beer will also be good.
Yeah, it's good. It's not like snappingly in your face and aroma.
I do smell hops. I do have a lot of foam in the way still, but I
mean, that could be, as you said, it's a little, it's a little older. It's a couple months maybe.
Well, the March 16th. I'm guessing that's a bottling date. It couldn't have been a brewing date, I don't think. So that would mean that it's coming up on a month, which is, I could see that it would start to change a little bit, but it still is good. It's not gone bad, and it isn't bad. And I could understand that maybe it was a little better, and that, like I said, that does happen with some of the times with these.
You do get a little alcohol right on the sort of the back of the tongue.
Oh, do you?
Right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I get that, but at first I wasn't.
No,
it's not a fault. It isn't like I saw the fermentation was in the upper 60s for both of these, which is great. I think that is really a good temperature range for most ales. Of course, your Hefeweizens and your Belgians, sometimes you will go into the mid 70s, maybe upper 70s. But
I did a saison that was at about 88.
Yeah, was it good?
It was really good.
Do you think?
Yeah, it got down to like what 1003 or something, 1005. Oh, wow. So
this one, I don't know that there would be any suggestions for improvement. Oh, another thing I was going to say about the first beer, and I can say it about this beer, is I believe that the sanitation and the cleaning that you've been doing is adequate. I mean, I am not getting off flavors.
Yeah, there's no off flavors at all. It's clean.
The fermentations were not
tastes like it should.
Were not too warm, which is nice. You know, you said this one was WLOP 001. I think that's American Ale, right? I think that's the White Labs American Ale. I'm not positive. Or California Ale, I think they call it. I never use it. I always use the YE 1056, but
tasty.
Yeah, this is good. There's nothing wrong with this. So really, that's not constructive criticism. It's just sort of affirmation that if you're making this kind of a beer, and these are all grain beers, and that was your second and your third batch of beer,
yeah,
I think
solid,
you're
man. Solid effort.
Off to a good start. So keep it up. I will review the.
I will say though, it's no abrasive, but
it's no abrasive.
What
certainly
is?
abrasive.
What is?
Few things. Few things are. Nothing is really.
No. We just had the new Glarus double IPA, the new one.
Yes.
The thumbprint.
Very good.
Solid.
But good luck finding it.
Yeah, right.
So you can get to Wisconsin or do a trade. So, but yeah, I'll do the Belgian Pale Ale. Maybe you can let me know when you think that it's carbonated, and I can taste that too. But if it's going like these, I think you're off to a great start. Anyone else, if you've watched this video this far, if you want this kind of a treatment, even if you don't think your beers are tasting maybe as good as these are tasting, I'll review them for you. I'll do a video.
I'm happy happy to come over. I live a couple blocks away.
We'll live dangerously. We'll do reviews. So let me know. Send me a YouTube message if you have any interest in that. And cheers.
Yeah, thanks, Rich.
All right, we'll cheers each other.